Hello people, I'm Gage, and today we're going to talk about what features I want on the Nintendo Switch 2. I have a little list written here, so let's just get into it. First of all, I want interesting home menu UI. Think the 3DS, think the Wii. They had actual interesting things going on the home screen. It needs to have some kind of theme, because the Switch just looks like this. Yeah, it's really boring. it's really pathetically boring. So I'm gonna need some themes or something, man. They need to give us themes. If you don't know, themes are basically just backgrounds for your system. They need to do that again. I don't know why they haven't done that. The Switch has a thing called themes. It's just there's only two of them, and it's basic black or basic white, and that's it. That's all you get. So yeah, we're gonna need some themes, but also, I just want there to be some music on the menu. Like, I want there to be some home menu music, because the home menu music would be great. I would love that. I would love to have something to listen to other than like a couple of ticks every single time I move on the home screen. Otherwise, it's just entirely silent. And I guess that's fine sometimes. Maybe you can mute the music in the settings, but I want the music to be an option. And speaking of optional music stuff, I think if you have Nintendo Switch Online, you should be allowed to use Nintendo Music as background music for your home menu. That would be amazing. It would give more reason to actually use Nintendo Music, because Nintendo Music is kind of lame, and I mean the application on the phone app. They add like one album a week or something. It's weird. But yeah, the point is, there's just not a lot of music on there, but we're at the beginning of a new console generation, so surely it'll build up over time. And there's already quite a few good soundtracks on there, so if you could just use those as background music for your home menu on your Switch 2, with Nintendo Switch Online, of course, I think Nintendo Music support would be pretty cool, honestly. One more thing about this home menu UI I want to talk about is do not hide the Mii Maker in the freaking settings. Put it at the bottom with everything else. I don't get why they hid it in the settings. It's stupid. It is so stupid. I don't know why they did that, but they should just put it at the bottom of the screen now. Have a little Mii icon, click on it, boom, you're in the Mii Maker. Have the Mii Maker have actual music, please. Because it is so sad and depressing making a Mii on Nintendo Switch. It's just so depressing. The next pretty obvious thing is, please just make a better eShop, please. Oh my god, I need a better eShop. The eShop we have now is super slow, super laggy, it sucks balls, and every other time you look at the freaking eShop, you just see some, like, inappropriate shovelware or inappropriate AI slop slapped onto the Switch. It's just, no one wants to see this crap. No one wants to see this crap. And it's like the same publisher every single time doing the same thing. I don't know how Nintendo hasn't done anything about this yet, because it is just clogging the eShop with this crap that no one wants to see. And also, man, just the performance of the eShop is super slow. It is not a good buying experience at all. Like, if I'm going to purchase a Nintendo Switch game, it's not gonna be on the eShop, mostly because, like, obviously I like physical games, but still, I don't want to buy a game on the eShop. Buying a game on the eShop is just miserable. It's boring. It's sad. I don't feel anything when I purchase anything on the Switch. You want to know what would help me feel something on the eShop? Music. Yeah, the 3DS and Wii U eShop music was some of the best Nintendo music, in my opinion. It's like some of my favorite Nintendo music is the Wii U and 3DS eShop music, and I really hope that the Switch 2 eShop is, for one thing, good and works, and also I want it to have music, because if it has music, then I feel better when shopping, because if it's slow and laggy, at the very least, I can listen to something while it's being slow and laggy. I mean, come on. Another thing that it kind of annoys me is how you have to, like, go all the way over to your account and then press A to be able to go to your account. I kind of just want to press a button Can I please just press a button? Like, just let me press the minus button or something to go immediately to my account page on the eShop. I think that'd be a good idea. Or, also, here's another idea. Why can't we unwishlist something on the game page? Let's say you hit that heart button, you wishlisted the game, you did it on accident, and then you go to hit the button again and it's like, you gotta go to the wish list to remove it from your wish list. Or no, it just tells you that this item's already on your wish list. I know! I was trying to remove it! So, to even remove it from your wish list, you have to go all the way to your wish list in your account. It's so stupid. Just let me unwishlist a thing on the games page. It's so stupid. This last thing for the eShop is something that every online game store thing has, and it's recommending games to you based on the games you've played. I don't know why the Switch doesn't have this option, and if it does, then I sure as hell have not noticed it. So yeah, do that for the Switch 2 eShop, and there we go. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Okay, let's get into the more fun things. Achievements. Switch games with achievements. That would be amazing. Adding achievements to old Switch 1 titles would be so cool and very good for replayability and just, it would help me revisit some older games, and I think if they're going to do like an upscale for all these games, like if they're upgrading these games for Switch 2, that is the perfect thing to do, because people are going to want to go back to see the graphics and stuff and see how these games have updated on Switch 2, and while they do that, they can earn achievements while playing through the game again. I think that's a really cool thing, and these achievements will get you platinum points that you can spend on themes. I think this is a really good idea, and maybe you can only get themes based on games you own. I don't know how that would work, but I really like that idea. I also like the idea that they have different notification sounds every time an achievement pops up on your screen for whatever game you're playing. Like for a Zelda game, maybe a rupee sound will play, or maybe for a Mario game, you'll have a nice little coin sound. I think that is really good, because as long as, yes, the sound does draw your attention to the fact that you did earn an achievement, it still doesn't pull you out of the game world, which is kind of what some people don't like about achievements, is that achievements kind of pull you out of the game world. It makes you think, yeah, this is a game, I'm playing a video game here. But yeah, I think that would be cool. Next up, social features, like voice chat. Voice chat is something Splatoon fans have been crying for a while. Personally, I hate voice chat. I think it's really annoying. I don't want to talk to random people when I'm playing a game online, but some people do want to do that. And if you want to do that, that should be able to happen. I don't know why it can't. The only way it can happen is if you have the Nintendo Switch Online app on your phone, so Nintendo isn't against doing voice chat. They just, for some reason, implement it in the stupidest way possible. I guess if you actually want to voice chat with people on the Switch 2, you need to have a headset with a microphone plugged into the console, but that's not a problem. That's not a problem. A lot of gamers have that kind of thing, so I come on. Unless the Switch 2 has a microphone, that might be a thing. Who knows? I don't think it has a microphone, but it might. If they definitely plan on doing voice chat and stuff like that, it might have one, honestly. There's other social features I'd like to see as well, like Miiverse, and maybe even messaging your friends on the system like you can on Xbox, and I think you can do that on PlayStation. I don't know. I don't have friends on PlayStation. I don't have friends on PlayStation. I also just don't play PlayStation much. Back to Miiverse. Miiverse would be so cool. I do not think it's going to be Miiverse. I think it's going to be some kind of like random name they come up with, like the Nintendo Social Media Network or something stupidly corporate or something boring. It might be Miiverse again. Miiverse 2. It's keeping up with that 2 theme, you know? But I think they will have some kind of hub for you to like post your screenshots and stuff. Because remember, you can't post to social media directly from your Switch anymore. So I think them moving into this whole new Miiverse era and everything, that's a good idea. I mentioned this in pretty much every single Switch 2 video, and it is never going to happen, but I would love a successor to Street Pass. Street Pass was such a fun thing on the 3DS, and I would just love to have it back. I'd love to see the Miis walk into my Street Pass Mii Plaza. It's not gonna happen, though. It's not gonna happen. I highly doubt they're going to do another Street Pass thing, but, you know, the Street Pass was really cool. If you don't know, when you would walk past somebody with your 3DS, and they had a 3DS, they would both connect, and then your Mii would be in their Mii Plaza, and then their Mii would be in your Mii Plaza. It'd be really cool, because then you could just use other people's Miis in the Street Pass Mii Plaza games. It was really fun. I really miss Street Pass. I think Street Pass was great. It would also just give me a reason to bring this thing wherever I go, even if I don't want to play the thing that day. I could leave it in the car. I could leave it in the car and just, like, pick up other Switch 2's, and I'll get a bunch of Street Pass stuff going on. I don't know. I would love that. I would just really love to see some Street Pass going on Switch 2. It's not gonna happen, but it would be very cool. And for like a final fun thing, let's talk about the top USB port, because I think that's gonna be used for like add-ons and stuff. So there's this like render video thing somebody did, and they showed like a second screen for a DS. I thought that was a really cool idea, so do that. Do like a second screen attachment for the Switch 2 and make it like a DS. I think that'd be really cool. It'd be really cool for DS ports and stuff. Do it, Nintendo. I would be very happy. I think maybe a camera could attach to it, like a Game Boy camera, I guess. Maybe it could be used in handheld mode. I don't know what they do with the camera. Tomodachi Life used the camera, so Nintendo, if you'd like to do another Tomodachi Life game, I'd be so happy. Please. One final idea I had when I was taking a poop was that maybe they could have a Wii sensor bar plug into that top USB port, and then you could play Wii games on an SO, and you could have actual Wii remotes that they'd sell through Nintendo Switch Online. I think that'd be really cool. And maybe, just maybe, this is not a thing they would do, but maybe you can use your original Wii remotes. It's never been heard of before. That'd be so cool. I think if they did that, I would be out of a lot of money. Well, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe, but also let me know what you think the Switch 2 will have in terms of features. Like, what do you think the home menu UI is going to look like? What do you think the eShop is going to be like? Do you think the eShop is going to be boring and terrible? Do you think they'll finally do achievements on Switch 2? Will we have social features, like actual voice chat outside of a phone app? Will we have Street Pass? The answer to that is no, unfortunately.